Hi everybody, it's Sherry Truhlar, your charity auctioneer with Red Apple Auctions, and today we're going to talk about silent auctions. Oh boy, lots of people have silent auctions, but not everybody does them well. We're going to talk about creating vertical displays for your silent auction, but without the use of acrylic stands. Now, personally, I kind of like the acrylic stands. I think that they make a nice appearance, they're stackable, but I also recognize that some people don't like the look of them, and in other cases it's an expense factor. If you can't find a place in your area that's selling them for a price point that works for you, you're going to be looking for some options. So what I want to do is give you 3 options here today on what you can do for this vertical display. Now, if you're listening to this via podcast only, I will tell you that a picture is worth 1,000 words, so you're probably going to want to pop over to the blog and poke around until you can find the information with the photos on it, because I think that that will help to describe this better in your mind, cement it as to what it is we're trying to do. But I'll do my best here in describing it, and we'll see how far we get with your imagination. Option number 1 is to do some oversized vertical displays. Now, when I saw these done, it was a very large auction, and they had a team of 3 that sat on the auction team, the auction crew that created these. They were oversized to the point that if you imagine a piece of foam core, that's what we're looking at here. A piece of foam core, there was a legal-sized sheet of paper on each piece of the foam core. I'd say that there's probably at least 4 or 5 inches on either side, as I'm looking at the photo here, of the legal size sheet of paper with the foam core behind it. So it was a black piece of foam core, legal size sheet of paper on it. On the legal size sheet of paper that was glued or taped to it was the description of the item, and it was in large font. What I loved about this was that it was very easy to read the descriptions. The font was large. There was lots of spacing between each item, at least 3 feet between the items. Easy to manipulate in the silent auction. Now, the foam core itself was held up by again, it was a stand kind of made out of poster board, not poster board, like foam core, maybe some heavier paper like poster board, that was secured to the back to ensure that these would each stand up, kind of like a picture frame. If you think about a picture frame, that's what they'd secured to the back of each one. Now, option number 2 here is to use a standard size vertical display. In this case, instead, you could use the foam core. I've also seen a poster board, heavier though, a little heavier than poster board. Maybe poster board comes in different weights. I bet it does, because what I'd seen was heavier than what I've just purchased generally as far as poster board goes. A little bit larger than 8.5 by 11, and then of course when they put the 8.5 11 sheet on each one of these, it worked. It worked great because they were able to put a full description on there and then secure it to the upright display. I've also seen these made at some sign stores as well, but again, as far as what's holding it up behind the foam core or the poster board is a piece of paper that is folded out that looks very similar to a photo frame. We also have option number 3 here, half-sized vertical displays. In this case, probably the easiest. I like the look of them. Wouldn't work very well if you have long descriptions, though. But you take a standard 8.5 by 11 sheet, fold it in half, boom, you've got a ready-to-stand vertical sheet. And what you can do is you can even put that over a piece of construction paper that has been folded in half. And that way you've got a little bit of color there behind it as a border. You could even match that up to the auction theme colors that you might have. So construction paper is pretty firm. You put the 8.5 by 11 sheet on top of that, print your description on one side of that 8.5 by 11, and boom, you've got a pretty nice looking display there. So there you go, 3 different displays. Now for other auction ideas, you can check out our website. We've got loads of them up there. That's at redappleauctions.com. I've got some great free gifts for you as well, so be sure to take a look at those. I'm Sherry Truhlar with Red Apple Auctions. We look forward to learning more about your event and your special mission online. Thanks for listening.